Welcome to the Lady Blerds Sings the Blues podcast live here at MAGFest 2023. How's everyone feeling? Oh my God, how's everyone feeling? That's like, let's go. There's been such wonderful things I saw today. First of all, Riako performed. Killed it. She believes in the things that are most important is finding the clit. Like, let's
find
go.
it.
Just find the clit. Wonderful services here from the women in Nerdcore, just killing it with just making sure that we're all so aware. Oh my gosh, it got so quiet. Is it because we said clit?
It is. They said the clitoris. They said it.
Clitor. Not the mons pubis.
The moms. We would be remiss if we shout out Riako and not all of the wonderful badass women who are with her. Twilly Distilly, hello, Twill. Shub, Zilla in the house. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Our favorite. Yes, polite, please. Give all the love.
Okay, so a couple housekeeping things. If you guys just got here, I see that there's lots of people sprawled out, 6 feet, I get it. But if you have the courage to come a little bit closer, please do. I do invite you to come a little bit closer if you can. Please come through, make it cozy, but reasonably cozy. Don't get touching some knees with some stranger that you don't know or whatever. No touching strangers.
We also have this wonderful table with our sticky notes and some pens. So if you would like to, put down your best nerdy and dirty shot on there, put it on our glitter board. We will be looking at it later, so please don't be shy.
Yeah, we might even ask you to read it.
Oh, we might ask you to read it.
And then just also rate your delivery.
Rate your delivery.
Yes. So, okay, who are we? Let's introduce ourselves, shall we? All right, so I'll start with myself. I am sometimes V. Who the fuck is she?
Only sometimes.
Only sometimes V. Just don't call me Vanessa, Victoria, Joshua. I don't care. Just V. It's just V. Over here to my right is...
Hello, I am Kylie. Too smart for my own good. Hi. Hello.
And over there we got East Coast legend.
Oh.
Legend.
The queen is here.
I don't know about, I am prowess a testament, as you can see. Yes. I'm going to say my pickup line later that has a connection to my name.
Oh. Testify, baby.
Testify. All right, so for those who are new to the podcast, we do kind of have like a 3-parter segment where we talk about the thing. We talk about the thing in a little bit more dirty context. Hello, Celine, I see you.
Damn, Celine!
And then we also kind of do a little bit of a debrief, and then we'll have a Q&A because we like to hear you guys share your thoughts, but also ask us any questions about our expertise. We are, what's the word? What is it? Like, we're not like the experts, but we got some pretty good insights.
Real
authenticity.
Real authentic.
I mean, we got the experience.
Life experience.
The lived experience is what the kids are saying.
What's better?
All right, so how are we doing here at MAGFest?
Yeah, that is, I don't know how y'all's travels went to get here. The journey.
Yeah. I've been traveling 24 hours straight, y'all. I haven't gotten any sleep yet, so I am doing my best. But MAGFest has been really, really awesome. I'm glad to see that there's a lot of faces here and that we actually doubled our attendee count since last year. I'm glad to see that everyone is here nice, healthy, and abiding by the code of conduct. So thank you so much for all being here today. Kay, how are you doing?
I'm doing excellent. This is my first MAGFest in person! Hello from the West Coast, out of California. We did MAGWest. So glad to be here at MAGFest. You guys do not disappoint. It's gorgeous. The energy is real. The love is real. I'm so happy to be here. Yes.
And I'm doing great. I think, what's so funny, I think this is my 10th anniversary of MAGFest since 2012, which was my first one. Shout out to Kay Murdoch for inviting me to that first one. But yeah, I'm so excited to be here and just, celebrating milestones and all of that. It's a beautiful 20th anniversary so far.
And also, can we give a little shining moment to the fact that all 3 of us are here in person together?
This is the first time ever.
We've been
If you're not
podcasting
last, you're
together
first.
for like a year, a little over that,
Yeah.
and we haven't been able to get it together. Look at us,
Pulling it.
pulling up respectfully.
Respectfully.
So if you guys ever want to see us, virtually,
Virtually.
you can find us on Twitch on Sundays. Not this month though, give us a break. But like you will find us on Sundays on Twitch in the morning. Bring your coffee, donuts, bagels, whatever. You can find the podcast housed under sometimes _V's channel. We used to do a Thursday Spaces, but we would love to hear any feedback from anybody who thinks that there should be a different platform away from Twitter to do Spaces. We're open, so we're trying to find a new home for that. But we have regular talks on the weekly, and you can also find all the recordings on Spotify, Apple Pods, and whatever not Zencaster, whatever your favorite podcast listening app is.
Or if you want to look at our previous panels that we've done for MAGFest and MAGWest, you can find those on YouTube. You can find
that's
those.
right. We did
yeah,
do
we're
MAGWest.
official. Look at us.
Oh my
the
gosh,
thing.
we did the pool party.
catalog.
We got a
archives,
catalog.
Archival.
Look at us. Look at the cuts.
All right, let's take it to the flow. So we're gonna go through our wisdom and courage and power segment. I know I'm pretty much a Zelda fan, whatever, keep it nerdy here. What does it mean to pull up respectfully? I'm sure we're all in the flirty turdy game. Sometimes it's flirty, sometimes it's a lot of shit. So like, I'm sure we want to just like understand like, what are the boundaries? What should I do? How should I come across? Am I too strong? Am I just too like familiar? Am I just like not doing enough? So we just want to talk about like what it means to like flirt with people and just like to get to know and build relationships.
Right, because it's all fun and games until you come off looking like the asshat. Nobody wants that. You'll get blocked real quick or just unresponsive. You're just not responding at all.
Then it's fun and games to sun and dames. Like,
It's fun and games. It's,
Yeah.
it's the charts. Fuck around, find out.
Fuck around and find out. And then right now we are still doing the nerdy and dirty segment where it's like you have to write down your nerdy and or your flirty pickup lines, put that on the thing. And then we're going to also talk about dismantling toxic tropes in relationships when folks think that it's not that serious, but it actually can be. So that's where we're going to start off. So, Prowess, I'm going to start with you. What does it mean to pull up respectfully?
Oh, I think that means honoring oneself and being true to oneself, right? So it means that knowing who you are when you are presenting yourself to the world. And that's less about sort of initial identity, but more about how I actually project who I am to others. And so if you come as your authentic self to anyone and you present yourself in the best format that you feel yourself to be, to me, that is respectful. It's treating others with the sort of the golden ratio, the golden rule of treat others as you expect to be treated. So, but you have to have some discernment. So for me, discernment is key because treating some people how you might want to be treated may not always be a two-way street. Some people might feel like it might be an aggressive approach, or you might not have an aggressive enough approach. So think about who you are approaching and how you are viewing that person in that moment in time. And recognize that this is a limited amount of interaction that you have with that person. So to me, it's being able to expand or amplify your voice to ensure that you are saying what you intend. So your intention needs to be respectful to yourself, and then respectful to others as you radius, and those in your radius.
I see you nodding your head, Kylie. What are you thinking?
I love that. It's a very mature response. This is a very grown-up response. In the con space where people might just be looking to hook up, it's also being honest about what your intentions are. So everybody's coming out here in their outfits. Everybody wants to look their best.
I see y'all on
Everybody wants
fleek.
yeah, y'all are looking great. Thank you. A round of applause for y'all.
Yes.
This is a Beyond Sunday Best.
Beyond Sunday Best. What is also unique about these spaces is that you do get a platform to show what your fandoms are. So if you can connect with somebody who's already giving you, hey, here's some conversation pieces you might want to actually talk about instead of, I don't know, objectifying someone simply based off their body type, how tall they are, what their muscles look like, what your expectations are. There's so many ways to come at a person that
Hey, what's your
makes
body
them
count?
feel, hey, what's your body count?
What's your body count?
None of your business.
What's the number? Is it double digits?
It might be triple
it triple?
digits, but you're asking for a visit to the hospital. Like, come on.
How many?
Don't do it. Don't do it. These hands are rated E for everybody. E for everybody. Look, and there's just a way of making someone still be seen as a person. That's, to me, what respect is. If you're going to give out energy, you're going to expect it back, right? And if you want to curate a space that people are going to want to be in, curate a space that people want to be in. For me, it's all about, do you want to burn a bridge? You could possibly have a really good friendship, and you're isolating yourself by not being conscientious of the fact that your world is going to extend beyond you. Whatever your immediate attentions or needs are in the moment, life is going to continue to life. So we are all here facing challenges, and we all need each other. And this space is about building community. So pulling up is not just about the sexual responses or the flirtations. Flirting is fun. But pulling up is also, hey, what are you doing in life? How are you moving forward? What are your creative, aspects and identities, and how can we help each other to continue to do bigger and better things? So for me,
But what if I don't want to get to know them like that?
if you don't want to get to know them like that, be straight up like, hey, I don't really, I'm here for 3 days. I'm going to be out of here in 3 days, but I
I got
really
a whole
like
ass
your look.
family.
My wife is back home, but we're poly and very open about it, and it's just cool.
Honesty.
Honesty.
I like that.
Honesty.
I love that. That was a very thoughtful response. I know I'm over here throwing out like some lines.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
like,
a
it ain't,
catch
like,
'em,
it
throw
ain't
it
that
back.
deep.
There we
Yes.
go.
Why are you asking all them questions?
Why you
Hey,
asking all them questions? Making statements. Assuming.
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 Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know. What if I feel that even like trying to engage with people like that is just exhausting, but I still want it?
Well,
How do I have someone just come to me with just the plate?
I think
Like,
there's
give
apps
me-
for
give me a
that.
plate.
I think there's like a whole option for you out there. There's apps where you can curate specifically what you want. Maybe not hit up people with the hey, one word. Sup.
Oh, well, that's a whole
Wait,
conversation.
so for the crowd, how many Y's are too many Y's?
How many Y's are too many Y's?
Yeah.
Oh.
But if you're like,
Hey.
yeah, yo. In
I like
AA?
that. Anyone else? Anyone else?
This is problematic punctuation is what it is.
I feel like more than 4 is a hard, obvious choice. 3 is some sort of intent for sure, but 4 is you clearly want something, and then 5 is okay, what do you want, though?
5 is you accidentally sat on the key and then you were just too lazy to delete it, and now you sent it, and I don't want to deal with that type of energy.
Unsend.
Unsent. Blocked right away. V, did you give us your pulling up respectfully take? What does it mean to be
V,
respectful?
Come tell us.
What does it mean
Please
to be
be.
respectful? I don't know. You guys dressed it so well that I'm just like, what does it mean? First of all, it means don't come up and try and touch me when I didn't ask you to come up and touch me.
Ooh.
Unwanted
contact.
Unwanted
Permission.
contact. There's some clear body language that, if someone's like, here's an elbow, please give me some elbows. Don't give me no hug. There's that. Kind of assuming what I am versus before actually getting to know who I am. Sometimes there's been folks who come up to me and just assume who I am just by the look on my face. I'm like, that's not really respectful. But thanks for just trying to read my face. That's kind of nice. I do have the notorious resting sad face, not resting bitch face. So some people are like, why are you so sad? Let me try to cheer you up. And it's always some connotation. I'm like, no, I'm good. I have a nice smile. This mask is covering it, but But no, I think it's just I think just having a good exchange of just conversation. Sometimes I'll have folks who will just exhaust their topics on me, and I'm like, that's nice, but I'm really trying to listen to this show, or that's nice, I'm trying to actually get somewhere, or that's nice, can I actually insert a little bit of teeter-totter here, so it's not just your opinion, but maybe a little bit of mine, and we can just mix it up and serve it here.
Ooh.
That's what I just want.
like that.
Reciprocity? Reciprocity.
Yes.
I think it's also very fair to check if somebody is open for that type of communication.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you got energy for this interaction right now? And everybody's busy. You never know. They might be like, I'm running. My time's precious. No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Yes.
So to pivot, is there a science behind pickup lines?
Ooh, is there a science behind the pickup line? I believe there is. Ooh, damn, Celine. Hi.
Oh, speak up.
I can summarize the mechanics of good pickup lines.
Ooh,
Single word.
single.
Don't.
I treat pickup lines as if they are jokes. So you are here to entertain me. I'm going to judge you on your intellect based on what your pickup line is. And I'm just going to see where it is because it should be an opening for a dialogue. If your pickup line is just leading me to nowhere, like there's nothing to work with, it was too cheesy for me to even recognize, or it was just flat out gross, then I'm just, no thank you.
Damn, you're judgy.
I'm
Yes,
judgy.
you know?
I am.
Put
But we
parameters.
all are. Like, are you going to spend a lot of time with someone that's clearly you're just not compatible,
No.
you're not at the same level, you don't have the same interests, like right away, and I don't know. It could be so bad that you address and be like, why did you pick this pickup line? And that could be a conversation starter in and of itself.
Yes.
It really just depends. This Russian roulette out here.
Exactly.
What has
It's a great vibe check. What the vibe? Why'd you say that?
Yes.
You were too drunk, too high? Why did you say that? What in your mind thought that this was a good way to come correct, I suppose?
This is your presentation.
okay? So
Yeah, vulnerability is
Yes.
great. Conversation starters. It's awesome to be like, you know what? I don't really talk to a lot of people. It's COVID nowadays. Face-to-face
Yes.
interactions aren't really my thing, but I thought this might work, and now we're talking. So,
Exactly.
are you open to a conversation?
Yes.
And then tell them what you came over for. You know what I mean? Like, there's always a reason. There's a reason, an interest, something about an individual that catches your eye or catches your ear. We all are attracted to different things. Maybe it's a physicality thing. Maybe it's the colors they're wearing. Maybe you saw someone dancing on a dance floor and they just had a real cool flow. You're like, oh, I liked that. It made me feel good. So it's giving words and communication to feelings that go beyond just a blatant, first impression, a line.
what's worked for you?
What has worked for me? Talking about literature, because I'm a nerd. Like, I don't know. I want to know. I like people. I like to know about their interests, their hobbies. If you're passionate about something, and you can show me that your passion is tied to some kind of craft, some type of art, I want to know that you can express yourself so we can actually have a conversation. Because if we cannot have a conversation, then what are we doing? I'm not interested in it.
What about you, Paris? What has worked for you?
I agree. I think being direct and transparent, those are two things like, not waiting for people to take action. Sometimes you have to initiate. And that is something I find like not being passive and initiating. That for me works.
And I identify as someone who is like sapiosexual. I'm attracted to the intellect, right? Our physical forms here go through all kinds of moderation, modulation, and at the end of the day, am I going to want to keep in contact with somebody that is, only purely here for a momentary physical dalliance, entertaining? Possibly, but I'm going to get bored with that real quick because stamina is different. Nowadays, you never know. You're going to be here for 10, 15 minutes. You're going to be here for 2 hours. You're doing rounds. Like, what's up? We talking in between? We having pizza? Like,
Yeah.
So I want to stop real quick and just be like,
quick.
I wonder if there's anyone in the audience who wants to share any success stories.
Success. Pickup lines.
Just pickup lines.
Pulling up.
Pulling up respectfully.
Pulling up respectfully. Like, what are some success stories that have worked for you?
Yeah.
Or if you want to air out your grievances, we're here for that too.
Grievances too.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Come through, Wario.
What's
Or
the deal with Waluigi?
Waluigi.
What's the deal with Waluigi?
Come on. Come up.
We got a
There's
mic.
microphone. There's a
You
mic
can
right
do
there.
it. I have faith in you. Yay! Interaction.
Waluigi time.
Hi.
My success story was I was watching a Zelda CDI cutscenes
Yeah, you
with
were.
my date. And we watched the part where Link is like, "How about a kiss for luck?" And I just repeated that back to her, and it worked.
Aww.
I love it.
Ring.
Excellent. Excelente.
Probably the only time in my life that's gonna work.
I love
Beautiful.
it. Thank
I love
you.
it.
Thank you for
I have to
sharing.
take advantage of the opportunity.
Yes, take advantage of the
Yes.
opportunity.
Anyone else?
Anyone else?
Seize
wanna
the
share?
moment.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Hands.
I see. Yes. Please come through. Thank you.
We're gonna have to get a cordless mic next
I know,
time.
we need a cordless mic.
Turn around.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Good evening.
So I have a success story and a grievance.
Ooh,
I'll try to
okay.
make both
We
quick.
love
Go.
My success story is I pulled up on someone with a Castlevania anime gif and it worked.
Yeah.
Oh.
And my grievance is I never approach anyone in public because it kind of feels like most flirting is just harassment unless you establish consent beforehand.
Oh, consent.
Consent. The magic words. Hello.
And I'm genuinely interested because I've never met anyone who's been able to give a good answer for this other than, yeah, no, it just kind of sucks right now. I see a lot of people just in my day-to-day who I'm attracted to, and I never approach any of them because I'm like, oh, they're like getting groceries. They don't need to.
It's just
Oh,
not the
they're
right
like
time.
at a video game convention. They don't need to deal with that. So, yeah, that's my grievance.
Said it.
I think that everyone should have business cards, calling cards, find your best pickup line that you like, and then you can give the person the opportunity to respond in their own time because respecting people's space is great, and I really love that aspect of your answer. Consent is
Yes.
sexy.
Or you can just do what I do, just put a QR code on your throat. And that seems to work very well.
I was like, at the back?
I'm not sure if I'll implement them, but those are very interesting solutions. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you.
Wait, Twilly, you had a question and or statement?
Yeah, pull up, Twill.
Pull up with your QR code.
I'm gonna face the audience as I admit this.
No,
Yes.
please, by all means.
You are gonna be very disappointed in me with this story.
No.
So I'm talking to this guy. He's really cool. I've liked him for 9 years at this point.
Oh.
It's going well. Sent him a picture of my boobs. And then immediately go, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get your consent in that. It was fine. We're married now.
Bring.
I mean, I love this aspect of the aspect. There is a very nuanced conversation of the rules being very different for men and women.
Yes.
And we are a panel of women who communicate and express ourselves very well and are confident and able to do so. Twilly is a woman who's very confident and willing and able to do so. I also think sending... Does not recommend.
Probably
she
not.
was like, no. I'm assuming that this wasn't like a cold call of boob sendage. This was like, you
Not a cold call.
you knew this person beforehand. It wasn't like random boobs in your inbox. Ooh, those nipples are hard. He's airing out your laundry, washed and unwashed. But don't boom. But yeah, the rules I feel have shifted nowadays. I think a lot of, and I'm a woman, we're keeping that up front, but I'm not speaking for men, but just from what I have observed, that a lot of men in this day and age are a little more tentative about being the initiators. I won't say aggressors because that's aggressive. We'll say initiators of contact.
I like initiators.
Initiators is great.
We value soft boys.
Yeah, we love. I mean, you don't have to be soft to not be an asshole.
Okay, we value boys.
We value boys. We value you all. All of the peoples. We are valued. Non-gender, non-binary, all of them. We love it all. But I think there's an aspect of now like the shift of women being the initiators, because there's an idea of creating safe spaces. With that in mind, though, like I've seen some real mons pushers. I don't know about you.
Did you say mom?
Mons, like pubic mons?
Like, can
like
you elaborate? What?
Say what?
Like women
has the
giving
floor today.
attention sexually to men and or other identifying individuals who didn't want it.
Oh.
And the pushback or not being comfortable enough to be like, oh, you know, like I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel safe in that interaction. You initiated something sexually I just wasn't prepared for, and I didn't appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, in those situations, it's really important to, if the space allows you to speak up, being like, hey, that wasn't cool. Or if it's definitely like a moment of like, I don't know how this person's going to take my feedback, I will just ignore them. I think that's okay too.
That is okay. I just want people to get more comfortable just expressing themselves, because what could have been meant as a harmless flirtation and someone takes offense to it and then they say, I didn't appreciate that. It could be, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't, that wasn't the intent. I was just trying to be cool.
And sometimes that works too, that another dialogue that you're having with the person.
Yeah, communication. Look at what talking can do. We're doing great.
We're doing great, yes. All right. I think it's time to read some lines.
Yeah, let's get nerdy and dirty. I can't see what our board looks like, but I imagine it looks great because you guys have been awesome with the participation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Round of applause.
Round of applause for yourselves.
Yes.
So how should we do this? Should we have folks read them? Should we read them?
Oh my gosh.
I think we should ask. Let's see. For each person, you can either self-read or would you like to have us read? Who wants to?
Anyone feel particularly attached to their line that it just must be heard? They're like, this was so good, it must be read.
Oh, I see you.
There's someone.
You there! You shall come pass. You there in the gray
The
hat.
suspense is killing me. Like,
Saunter,
look
saunter,
at that
darling.
WWE
Sashay,
walk.
sashay.
That's right.
Yeah!
All right.
Linga, dear.
Hello, ladies.
Hello. Hello. Swole Gandalf. All the Grey
I've been
Zaddies.
working in this panel room all day, first of all.
Not a grazer.
This place has
Zaddy.
not been this packed out since I've been here at 2 p.m. this afternoon.
Ooh.
This is the fullest this room has been. Well done.
Well done.
Nice.
I just want to give my line. I just want to say, I don't know many girls that make me feel this sort of way, but you look like you could keep a plant alive in your house, no problems at all, and it wouldn't even stress you out. And that's just me being respectful.
Oh.
Growth?
I like
Growth? You can keep a plant alive in your house? Nourishment?
You have a green thumb.
You have a green thumb.
I
That is
like
a
that.
go. That is a go.
Yes.
Thank
Love
you.
it. Thank you so much.
Bye.
You.
A little botany for your
Yeah, botanist. You're plotting it on your botanist.
botanist love.
Green thumb lover.
So here's a couple of things. If you guys do come up and express your pickup lines, I was supposed to have merch. I'm not going to air out what happened, but basically I was supposed to have merch with me. I will have merch with me tomorrow. So if you stop and find me, I will hand you a pin. Say, like, I read that line. I'm like, here you go.
Here you go. Find us. We
Yes.
have stickers. We have pins.
We have
It's on arm stretch. I'm observant.
Yeah.
Did you want to read yours?
Yeah, let's come on.
Yeah.
Let's come through.
We're gonna have a
Let's
line.
go.
Let's go.
Yay.
There you go.
Thank you.
I didn't have a pickup line per se.
We're ready for you.
He was like, I'm gonna just pick one.
Oh,
Pick
you're
one
just
off the
going to
board.
pick
Just
one.
pick
Yes.
one.
Let's go.
Thank you.
I didn't have a pickup line, but I
Yeah, get up in there.
didn't have a pickup line per se. I just saw the title of the panel, and I just had to say this out loud. Forgive me. My bad. I'm here to pull out, respectively.
That was good.
Pull out game is tight. Twilly.
Yeah.
We gotta pick something
Well.
outspoken.
Yes.
They should have a rear view camera then.
Okay, so I want to start by saying I am terrible at being flirty sober. So shout out to my friends for getting me here.
Libations!
So, are you a mask? Because respectfully, I want you on my face.
Yeah.
Oh. A dermatologist's dream.
Dermatologist's dream.
I need to take off glasses with that.
Right?
Like,
As long as
excuse
it's
me?
not like
Yes, Twill.
dermatitis or something.
Dermatitis.
Not dermatitis.
So this isn't mine, it's my husband's.
Hello, husband.
Hello, husband.
Oh.
But he's got a migraine, so it's hard to stand up right now.
And
So.
scene.
And scene.
Oh, Is your name Aerith? Because I would like to get behind you and poke you.
Oh!
This is why we're married.
Wow.
Because it's final and it's a fantasy.
It is
And
the finalist fantasy.
That was great.
Yes, on this side.
And then I see you over there with the red hat. You're next. I see you.
I've learned a lot of things from my years of playing Tetris. One important thing is how to fit my long piece into tight spaces.
Yeah!
Oh! Chitting!
Geometrics.
There are no hot dogs in this hallway.
No hot dogs.
No hot dogs in this
hallway.
We like one with spatial reasoning. Okay, that's very
We love spatial reasoning.
I
Spatial
love a good
reasoning is
spatial
important.
analysis.
Yes. Depth perception. Yes.
Hey, can I draw you?
Yes, go ahead. Please.
There we go. That's it. Can I draw you?
Oh, that's it. Okay, say it again for people that.
Can I draw you?
Can I draw you?
I mean.
Draw me like one of your French girls.
Yeah.
It's very Titanic. I love it.
That was a good one.
I like that.
Oh, and then you're next after Celine.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna turn around too and be pretentious because I can. But here we go. This is more of a demonstration than a line.
Oh!
That was a line too.
I didn't see what happened.
I love that line.
I'm kind of mad I missed it. Like,
I am not a police body camera because I am turned on.
Oh! Shit! Oh, shit!
Oh. A little.
Wow!
Nothing like a little blue noir humor.
Wow. Top tier. Veronica has disappeared. Veronica sometimes sometimes hides under the
Blue
table.
Noir. I like it.
Sometimes.
Cup of the hand.
Jail!
To jail!
Go to jail!
Do not pass go. Do not collect 200.
Or jailed. I mean,
Jail?
There's
I mean,
BDSM.
Hey, kink. Let's go.
Let's go.
If someone gets me
End
to
up
run
in-
out of this room, the panel may continue, but I don't know if I can come back.
We'll continue without you. It will get significantly darker as soon as you leave. Like.
All right. Anyone? Oh my gosh, everyone's so scared.
Right, anyone?
Hello.
Approach, darling.
We feel the presence.
I got a lot of ass.
Can you handle me?
And can you get to the yams? Sweet.
Can you get to the yams?
Oh.
Sweet yams.
Yes.
I love it.
The blessings.
Yes. Hello. Oh my gosh. We're here at the panel. It's amazing.
Okay, listen, I gotta be 100% honest with me. This started with a Tinder message.
Ooh, Tinder.
This isn't even a good or clever one. This is just what got me.
Okay.
In the date. I love Undertale. I love your cosplay. Have you played Deltarune? That's it. That's all.
Aww.
That's really, yes, that's beautiful.
Yeah, go look at the board, V. Go look at the board and see if you can pick one out that you like. Just curious.
Read the board. Whoa, this is better than a Christmas tree. I will tell you that much.
She doesn't need a microphone. She
Give it
can
up.
project. Wow.
Coming up to this microphone being like, I'm just going to recite it like this. I need some body movement. I need you to look at me like this. Maybe not like this. I don't know. Okay. I'm curious to know who did this one. I'll blow you more often than my copy of Tecmo Super Bowl. Who's blowing cartridges? Stop rusting your cartridges.
the little tea.
Showing y'all ages. Okay.
Drink machine, baby.
What's this one? Ooh, One Piece? Okay.
Then
Do you believe the One Piece is real? Because I can take you higher. So high. Can someone read this? Who did this one? I need someone to do this justice. Yeah, you come here.
I'll take a shot.
Okay.
Take your shot. Shoot it up
Yes,
respectfully.
yes.
I'm a little
Take
Letty.
off the wig and you're a whole new person.
Dude,
A whole new person. Who are you?
I know.
This is great.
Okay. Okay, let me see here. Okay. Oh, it's literally that. Okay. Do you believe in the One Piece is real? Because I can take you higher. So high!
Okay.
You did a falsetto. Thank you.
Yes.
Falsetto.
That's where it is. I like that.
Here's one that's not respectful. There's not a flirty. Oh, right here. Yeah, there's a bunch of them that fell.
This is buried underneath here.
Okay. You.
Hi, you look.
Okay, so this one is not even like you're trying to be your main. It's like, can I be your sub story? You are a side quest hoe. I see you.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. Who did
You're
that?
agreeing to
Yeah.
the position.
Prowse, you're gonna come up here too.
Yeah, Prowse, get up there.
Oh, can I read from here?
Oh, we got ass on that one.
Ass. Respectfully.
We did that one.
We all know that Big Sean song. Oh, hey girl. You.
Okay. I don't really.
Wait a minute.
This one's irresponsible. I feel called out. You look like you fold your laundry and put it away.
Oh, yeah! Wow.
Uh-huh. An actionable one. I like the actionable.
I intentionally cleaned my room before I flew out here, but all the clothes went into a basket. Okay. All right, P.
Okay, let's see. I got some submitted on the internet too here, so, oh, okay, well, this one is, this is not respectful, but I'm going to read it anyway. Damn, your ass fat, what's your pronouns? I mean, okay, because a fat ass is a pronoun in itself, if you know what I'm saying.
It's pronouncing.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, and one from the internet was, oh, this is very cute. If I was Mario, you'd be my only star.
Aww.
Very sweet. That friend came from my 12-year-old, but
Aww, that's extra cute. Shout out.
Oh, this is an interesting one. Care to come over for some heated fellowship and a little co-op?
Yeah.
Dang. So I feel like there's someone who's really traumatized by hygiene because this is the second hygiene one I picked up.
We are at the con. We all about the hygiene.
Damn, girl, you look like you floss every night.
Hygienic? I mean, got things in that mouth.
Please use a washcloth.
What does that mouth do?
Yes.
Floss.
Doth thou protest?
All right, Kylie, I see you're ready.
Yeah.
I see you're ready.
I'm gonna get this one. This one is, are those legs from Quake 1? Because they look like they could do quad damage.
Oh! Who's that king?
A little
Stand up!
I got this one. Hey, babe, are you trying to be like Kirby and go mouthful mode in the bedroom?
Because a little pink machine.
Some of y'all are hiding in here. Who wrote these?
Who wrote
It was y'all!
These intellectual property assassinations here.
Right. They even put the little TM on the mouthful
There's a
mode.
trademark
There's
on
a
there?
trademark. Whoever has the mouthful mode trademark, I'll be looking for you later.
Like a plasma grenade, let me get on you, and you are guaranteed to explode. Interesting.
Should we have? Does anybody else want to read these? I'm really encouraging folks to come up here and read a couple of these off of this board.
Yes.
Yeah? Oh,
Anyone?
wait, ready? Come here. Shubs, I saw you try to stand up.
Shubsies. I mean, by all means, pick whichever one you like.
Or
Hey there, ladies. May I have this Dance Revolution?
Aww. That's a good one.
that's really
Wait,
sweet.
give one to Shubs. Oh, we got Zay coming up here too?
Yeah, I like that one.
Somebody wants those. Those are interesting.
Interesting.
Yes.
Y'all some cliche ass motherfuckers. If I could rearrange, hold on, I gotta do a funny voice. If I could rearrange the alphabet, I would put you and I next to each other.
How convenient that in an hour already.
Exactly see it. Can you
Yeah,
see
okay.
that?
Do your best.
You may recognize this one.
Can you read that?
Did you know that the original name for Pac-Man was Puckman?
Pumpman?
Puckman, but they were afraid that people would graffiti the arcade machine, so they named it to Paku Paku Man. Scott Pilgrim.
I can rewrite it if it's too late.
All right, this is messed up because I'm Puerto Rican. I hit you with a pickup line, but I drive a hatchback.
Wow.
You know, a little pun, a little pun.
What happened there? I kind of liked that one.
That was a very eco-friendly joke,
There we
sir.
All right. Hey, you look weird. Can I see your meme folder, please?
Thank you.
I think this is another few minutes, and then.
All right, how many do we got left? Because we got to go wrap up.
Okay, this is cute.
You're hotter than the bottom of my laptop.
He was asking if we'll go over again. That's wasted. Yeah.
Can I get a Pikachu?
Because
you're a catch!
How can you read that?
Hey, I got a guest pass to a ritual sacrifice. You in?
Wait, say that one more time.
Yeah, one more time.
One more time.
Hey, I got a guest pass to a ritual sacrifice. You in?
Choose your own adventure.
I like how homie with the
Ritual
cross came up here.
sacrifice, you
in? Ritual.
Are you a cryptid? Because I want you to follow me home. Winky face.
Oh, this is one data. Remember, this is a data.
All right, everyone. This one's off the dome. If anyone sees a shoddy or a beautiful man wearing an Ash Ketchum cosplay, you'll be like, I know you found your Pokemon, but at the end of the day, the only person I want to catch is you. Ash Ketchum.
See, we're just pre-gaming for Valentine's Day, guys. We're pre-gaming. It's January. Get these thoughts going, ready for February. Please, you have the floor.
Can you guys hear me? Does this work?
That one we did. That one we did.
You know, I'm kind of like Ultra Kill. My visuals might not be great, but my movement feels amazing.
Hey!
We love movement.
Snaps for the kids. Snaps for the kids.
All right. Are you memory? Because I ram you all night. Yo, this is hot. Because RAM stands for random access. You getting all hoes tonight. That's beast.
All right.
There you go.
Okay.
It's a surprise.
So, for the folks who were more of the observers of the group, how many of those pickup lines would have worked for you? Would have any of those worked for you? Raise
Show
your
of hands. Any
Show
of those
hands.
lines would have worked for
Oh,
you.
we got some
Any
raise
of those
souls. Yes. Okay.
And
We're all degenerates in this room. I see you.
So we had someone who kind of missed the first half of our talk and had asked us to just go over, how you might approach someone cold turkey. V.
Wait, I thought these were all cold turkey.
I mean, yeah, but would you? We are in a con space. Would you pull these out all entirely cold turkey and expect them to go beyond like possibly a laugh?
No.
Well.
No, right. So if you're someone who's genuinely like, but I do actually want to talk to this person and not just shoot a silly shot, like I want to make it work, should we give some tips on how to actually communicate with somebody?
Yeah, I got some tips.
Have some tips.
So for me, I always find myself in a very social space where it's kind of, you're in the space where you can just like invite people in. So anytime I'm talking to folks, so like let's say I'm here in this group and then like, we got folks here in the front and we're all at like a party and we're like sharing and cheersing libations and stuff. And I notice I see someone of interest and they're not really engaging. I'll find a way to engage with them, being like, if we do a cheers and it's like, hey, you come over here, do a cheers with us. And if they're like, well, I don't do alcohol, I'm like, drink of choice, get over here. So it's a little bit of peer pressure, but it's just trying to welcome people in like in the moment. So I always do that. Or sometimes I even like do things like if I'm talking about something, I'm like, what do you think? I noticed that you were listening in. So sometimes I'll just like make sure I just try to like invite people in instead of just like having them just over there being a little wallflower. So it doesn't have to be romantic per se.
Right.
But it's just a part of like relationship building platonically.
Yes. Prowess?
Oh. You sound so like
exasperated.
Oh no.
But no, I think I just try and be me. Try to connect with people. Like find moments that you have that are connective tissue. Find something in the, intersection of the space and time you're in and try to, just augment that time. So for me, it's choosing while you're in conversation to explore conversation additionally to that. So I try to like have a sub-conversation. Maybe it's about an artifact that they have, or they're wearing, or maybe it's about a particular attribute. And then as you start to learn more, being able to riff on the conversation. Like for me, that growing further deeper into I'm interested in you because I continue to ask questions to surface sort of new sub-questions.
I really enjoy genuinely asking people how their day is going. I feel like we have so many moments where we're like, oh yeah, how are you? Fine. And you're like, are you really fine though? Like, you don't have to be fine. Like, do you have time for a conversation? Because I asked how you are doing. Genuinely, how are you?
I said I'm good.
I said I'm fine. I'm like, oh, okay. Cool. What would you like to talk about then? Like, you've been playing any new games? You've been watching any new shows? What are you doing for fun? What are you doing later? What are you doing later? What you getting into for fun? So, I mean, genuinely, there's so many things that you could talk about, and depending on how well you already know this person will give you different ins and outs.
Okay, so here's another question.
Yeah.
To kind of just wrap it up. How do you deal with just being rejected? Like, what if you try so hard, and in the end, it just didn't even matter?
Oh, it didn't even matter.
There comes a time when you have to look yourself cold in the mirror and say, that wasn't it. It's next. There's someone for you, and that may not have been it. But to me, right, there's an idea around trying to parse or segment off parts of yourself to not be authentic again and say, you know what, I'm awkward in this way or quirky in this way. Someone's going to love your quirks and someone's going to love your awkwardness. So don't change your approach necessarily. Sometimes it's not about refining it. Sometimes it's meeting the right person who's receptive to it. So I think there's gentle sort of examination of when there is a moment to stop or to reapproach things, and then there's a moment when you say, that's not the right party, but it was the right, it was the right situation at that time.
Aww.
And is forcing someone to try to like you, is that really a win?
I mean, I find dealing with feelings of rejection is really just shifting dynamics of your relationship. So it's, you can't change a person. They're going to want what they want. Ryoko.
Somebody rejects you, but in a really horrible way.
Ooh, in a really horrible way. 5 fingers to the face. No,
Have you seen John Tucker
I honestly, I put the onus back on the person, and I was like, I approached you. Maybe my approach was a little off, but I think maybe you're just having an off day because the way you responded was wild. The way you responded was out of pocket. Nobody deserves to be talked to like that. I don't like to be talked to like that. That was just, no thank you. Whatever aspects of you that I possibly may have been interested in, I honestly do not want, no thank you, goodbye. And there you go.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I think there's also the empathy, right? It's having
I'm so sorry.
emotional intelligence
Yeah.
and being
Having
able
a bad
to
day.
apologize. I'm so sorry that that's the kind of day you're having, that you felt the need to dehumanize me in this
have the
moment.
day you deserve.
But yeah, take care of some things.
I am so much more simplistic than y'all and be like, oh,
fuck off.
No, I'm more like, oh shit, my bad. I didn't mean that. And then I just go off my way. All right, I saw that you had a comment. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the Guaps family?
When you came at me was not I wouldn't say acceptable, but it is, what I'm saying is that it was really hard to
Yeah, who's been abrasive, because then it's adding, you don't know if you're quite potentially adding fuel to the fire. So it is a discernment, and it is being able to think about, is this worthwhile me putting myself up to risk again to sort of apologize and reset the situation. So it is sometimes a thinking critically around in that moment of, do I, what's the risk of me accepting this defeat or whatever, this reset that I need to do, and then apologizing and sort of offering, you invalidated my humanity, so, let me say something back to soothe whatever ego that you needed to have to do that.
I think it's also interesting because we are human beings having human experiences every day, and the weight that we give to one person's opinion of us in any given time and place, I think really just depends on how many social interactions you have on a daily. If you only have the one experience of rejection and now that colors all of the views that you have of forming relationships, you're not going to be able to be successful in finding one that works for you. So a lot of it is keeping that gamer mindset of, you have more lives. You have more chances. Take them. You really do.
Yeah.
And if that one person isn't for you, they're not for you. And it's cool. Roll the dice again. Go out, do something different. And you never know, the people that rejected you will probably come back around full circle when you've got your own leveling up happening, when you're no longer invested in keeping those outside opinions to reflect what's happening inside. So honestly, at the end of the day, the best relationship you can cultivate with yourself is going to be one of respect, and it's going to be how you allow people to approach you and how you allow them to affect your energy and your time.
Well,
yep. No, I 100% agree with that.
Agreed.
So we are kind of down to the last dwindling minutes of this panel. Is there any takeaways or last remaining comments that you would all like to express before we politely close out? Yes, sir.
No, this is if the panel is comfortable answering it. I think all of you made good points about honestly having a conversation with someone, the value of an actual conversation with someone you're interested in. What are, real quick, just the worst cookie cutter conversation starters you've heard?
Oh.
Can I touch your hair?
Can I touch your hair?
Yes. No.
No.
Or
that would be the worst one.
that is, yeah.
I think also sometimes simple observances of the qualities that you admire in someone, when you boil them down, can sound very rudimentary and can sound almost like an insult. I had someone, a flight attendant, who was like, "Oh, you can read," and they came to me in "Oh, we're very impressed by the fact that you read No Stowage," and I could tell that she was excited and she really wanted to form a connection. But in my mind, I was like, "Yeah, I can read. I walked in with a book, and also, like, it's very awkward.
You're so articulate.
You're so very articulate.
My goodness.
Most people say storage, but you said stowage. And my interaction with her was colored by my experiences, and I didn't feel comfortable following up that conversation with any type of interaction. In her mind, she was like, great, full compliment. Like, I know she thought that because she came up to me after and again was like, oh, we were so impressed. And I was just like, oh, I know that you're trying to connect with me, but this feels terrible.
Yeah.
It honestly does. And I like had to tell her, you know, I was like, I appreciated what you were trying to do, but you know, I of course I can read.
Yeah.
Yes, I can read. It's like being like, oh, you can breathe. Like, thank you, I'm human. So maybe not be so literal in the aspects that you like about somebody. You know, like, I like that you put 2 shoes on today. Like, I'm neurodivergency all the way. You know, find the niches that you can fit in, but you know, just be mindful that what you're saying to somebody, if it is something that is so reductive to a skill that most of us will have, you know, it's not personal, and it may come off as very offensive.
Navi has a question.
Yeah, I'll say my cookie cutter thing, and then there's 2 more questions in the room, and then I think we're gonna call it. You're actually funny.
You're actually, anything is not good. Actually is not good.
Because it's like, what does that even mean? Like, just don't say you're actually, just say like, oh, you're funny.
You're actually very intelligent for a woman.
Oh, bitch.
You actually drive very well. You're actually quite articulate.
Give all of those. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
That was so profound. It needed to be said.
Yeah. Can we just recap on what you said so we can have it into the mic, prowess?
Yes, essentially the idea of othering others. So being able to group any audience or any community as a monolith is incredibly just disrespectful in itself. And then it really is invalidating again of the humanity of those folks. So you don't want to, as she said, say you're really anything, right? These sort of words that we use, qualifiers for any particular gender, creed, religion, that's just not the way that you should move forward.
Yes, and then
Navi.
I don't know if this is a great question to ask with a few minutes left, but so much of flirting is nonverbal communication and reading body language, and that is something that is different for every single person and takes a long time to understand. Can be the difference between a long-lasting friendship and ruining something because you misread body language. Obviously, there are some, but there's not a ton of hard and fast rules that everyone applies to. If you could tell yourself 10 years ago something you have learned about how you interpret body language, what would you tell yourself?
It's a great question.
I think to say simply, like, trust your gut, right? Like, body language, it kind of falls into the realm, for me anyway, like, of trusting your gut. So if you see certain movements that are signaling a certain thing, like, and it's given, and I'm receiving that signal, sometimes I kind of have to trust my gut. For the sake of time, like, I wish I can go a little bit deeper than that, but that's kind of like my simple answer.
My hack for that is being comfortable with asking people for a sidebar. So that you don't have to leave it up to interpretation. And then also, there are so many cultural differences. Like, I grew up in Hawaii, and it's very common. You hug, you greet people, you kiss on the cheek. And nowadays, there's, air kisses. But it's that type of intimacy and physical closeness is not tied to sexuality. That is tied to familiarity. You're on an island. This is community, right? Bring that energy to a space where people are not used to that type of energy, and it will be interpreted or can be interpreted as a sexual interaction when it's not. So you know, and I have experienced that, and it's just new, and it's an education, and I think it's also, it just helps if you walk through the world with the knowledge that all of us are having very vastly different experiences depending on what our own histories have been, how far we traveled from our hometowns, and like getting comfortable having conversations. Be like, oh, I may have interpreted this way, it wasn't, you know, sidebar. Time out real quick. Can we talk about this? Like, I think you're doing this. Are you? Cool? No? All right, resume. All right.
Yes. It boils to, I ditto everything you said, emotional intelligence. And then I feel like we tend to mimic or try to connect with people who demonstrate behaviors or body language that's very similar to our own. So the mirror of what we are projecting. So sometimes be mindful of your own. I would tell myself to be mindful of what I'm projecting in my body language, because then I'm either inviting or rejecting people using that way. So standing in the room with arms folded, things like that, where I'm then proposing a certain sort of interaction, or limiting rather an interaction.
Hit those JoJo poses.
All right. So we are at the end of this. Before we actually go, I do want to take a quick picture with those who are remaining here. So if anybody wants to kind of come up and just kind of gather in the center here, we'll take a nice little selfie.
A selfie, a shelfie.
Yes. Yeah, so just come forward, hustle a little, please. Please and thank you.